Like you need to change this. I mean, why is it added automatically?
Because it's always set up. The one at Fort Smith, I told you.
Like all the commercials until that time. Just watch your clock.
Kind of bothering me.
What's up?
The Conway, like their name, they make it darker, like a darker blue. Kind of bothering me.
Oh, so they can be different. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
true.
form goes 636. Okay, I'm going to check it.
So those
Yeah,
are
there's
darker blue.
on Chrome.
That's not Conway blue at all. Hey everyone, live streaming here. We're live. Panther Stadium tonight. Looks like it'll just be me on play-by-play as Jaden Dixon has had to go to the doctor. I'm aware. And Jaden Dixon, I'm just.
Did you add the form to the?
Jaden Dixon is here.
Is it
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It says Panther form. It has
It's
the date on it.
10-7.
It says 10-7. 10-7.
10-7, everyone. 10-7.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming to the game.
Did you try to import
Five
thumb
and
drive?
Yes.
You
And
can't
on
do
the
that.
other
You
side of the ball,
add it.
0-5, Conway wants his
Can't use it.
catch.
We've never been able to do that way.
You know, not too much to say about Conway. There really is, though. Last week they took a beating
All right,
from
put
North
the thumb drive back
Little
in there.
Rock,
Try to
38-7.
add some thumb
But
drive.
their other games, there have been some toughly fought down to the wire games. Yeah, they're 0-5, but they've been in every single game. Springdale, week 1, they lost 57-30. Right in that game, one possession. Next week at Jonesboro, they lost by 3 points, 41-38. In that game yet again. And the week after that, Bentonville, 16-7.
No,
That is two
okay,
possessions.
so what happened is
I
you're supposed to add
understand.
it in, like
But
it's
that's
older
right in
ones,
that
you
game,
added
ladies and
it a different
gentlemen.
way, but I added it
At
in.
Southside next week, 23-20. That is close as it can get right
So it's
there.
my fault. No,
And then last week, we could say is their first definite loss at 38-7 against North Little Rock. Tonight, they're coming in against another undefeated team in Cabot. Cabot sitting at 5-0, ranked number 2 in the AP poll behind Fayetteville. Anything to say on that, Jaden?
Cabot, strong this season, first half of the season, as they've sorry, just got in play-by-play. Jaden Dixon, if y'all didn't know, but yeah, like Brendan said, Cabot being ranked number 2 in the state of Arkansas, that's due to the fact that they've played pretty well so far. First, they've had two games where they came down to the wire. The first one, Pine Bluff, came down to the very last play. Same with the Fort Smith game. Cabot pulled out both of those, and besides that, they've blown out each of their other opponents. So, have a lot to handle this game.
Yeah, the Wampus Cats, they've had a lot of highlight plays this year. I'll give them that. I actually had to make a highlight play for our school news this morning, and let's sit through some of the games. And it's an exciting football team, I'll tell you that. Along with this Cabot team, 2 exciting teams are meeting tonight. This is going to be a very fun game to watch. And I'll tell you, this Conway team, this young Conway team, could just learn how to finish games, much like the Philadelphia 76ers need to learn. If they could just learn to finish games, they would win a lot of games.
Yes, that is very much true. I've had this off week. I looked over some footage of Conway, and they have a lot of big plays, a lot of big runs, a lot of big pass plays. So Cabot's defense going to have to sharpen up and do better than their last performance last week, where they came down to the very last drive, and their defense let Fort Smith drive down the whole field. But at the very end, the last play, Cabot's defense came up strong, and they got a stop, forced a fumble, they recovered it, and they went on to 5-0.
Cabot is
He doesn't have a radio. I'm sitting down. Fuck him.
I don't have a radio.
No, the mic. The stream.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he's just making that up.
All right, let's end this stream since we know it's working.
That's what I'm saying. Trey's just making stuff up. He's being just dumb. Close that door. Sorry for that. We are dealing with children here, also known as TBT. Quite a child. Anyways, we were rudely interrupted by a teenager that acts like he's 4. But back to the game here. I was gonna before we were I was gonna say Cabot's 5-0, but let's be honest, they could easily be 3-2. Pine Bluff, Gerard Barnes threw an interception on the final play of regulation. Luckily, there was a penalty, and they got it again. And Gerard Barnes rushed in for the 4-yard touchdown, getting the win. But that could have easily been a loss there, Jaden. And last week at Fort Smith's outside, they got 2 1-yard opportunities from the goal line to score a touchdown to win the game with 5 seconds left on the clock, but they did not succeed on either of those attempts. That could have easily been a loss also.
Yes, Cabot's defense, it bends and it gets to the point where it might break, but they never break. Saw that last week when they let the Fort Smith Mavericks drive the length of the field, get to the 1-yard line. They did not break. Forced a turnover, forced fumble, and they did that in the Pine Bluff game. They did that in the Pine Bluff game. As Pine Bluff was able to move the ball down the air, but they were not allowed a running attack. And please stand for the pledge, national anthem.
Can you stop this? I'm not.
Hang on. Speaking to it, check. Boundary, check. They have at times this year. Just cover your mouth. That's ridiculous. I guess he completely made that up. Brady, get off the radio. I don't have a radio. He's making crap up. Yeah, Trey's just purple. Call Maggie Tom, kick him out. He's pissing me off. That's ridiculous. Call Maggie Thomas, kick Trey out. Tell him Trey needs to go. He's trying to sabotage. Gosh, tips me off. He knows how to check off receivers, and that takes a quarterback with a little bit of experience to be able to do that. Reading the defenses is the key to that spread. Gosh.
Hey, is there something up with the stream? Or is Trey just messing with
A lot of
us?
short passes and that, but you got to know where the defenders are. Reading the defense.
Okay, well, can you get him out of here then, if he's going to be a nuisance? Because he's sitting here trying to tell us that you were yelling at him.
You talk about knowing where people are on the
Tell him to go to you.
On them to know where number
All right,
7
kick him out.
I'll be right back.
Get him out of here.
He is a senior receiver / running
Good.
/ slot
That's
receiver
ridiculous.
/ tight end. He does it all at 5'11", 167. Great all-purpose player. He'll line up just about anywhere on the field.
Freaking
And there was some discussion, and it'll be interesting to see if it plays out tonight.
I didn't do that. You're trying to throw me under the bus. I didn't do crap. That's why we out here. No one likes me. Nick is saying it. You know, I'm sure he might have my character.
Marquise is going to be as talented as we've seen.
You can get stuff over there.
High active in the quarterback get the ball to him. Our coverage has been good here the last couple of games. That spread offense is going to be a big factor. He's got a good speed factor. The things we saw on the tape against North Little last week is he beat the Charging Wildcats secondary a couple of times deep. They just ran him basically on a go pattern, and they beat him. Quarterback T just threw the ball straight up and had one of the run under. It worked. They're definitely been working on that most of the year.
I'm telling you, Nick needs to sit right there and not pull up a chair.
I
hope Trey gets kicked out.
Senior Jack Pillow, 6 foot 223, all conference performer a year ago, is likely to be so again this year. He's a strong, reliable receiver. Oftentimes he is that safety valve for T. After he's checked off every other receiver, he always knows for Jack Pillow is located, which is a good block.
And now I'm like,
Blocker and clearing out to the passing zone. So that's going to be another guy that we're going to really have to keep an eye on tonight.
It's a Panther form not going to go on.
What's
going 9:36, right?
Probably going to draw your attention. See, massive out there watching him warm up. I don't know what those stats, you said 233. Yeah. We looked a lot.
It's not going on, I guess.
It's not a skyscraper out there. Give him up a great athlete. So they're pretty balanced on offense.
He's refusing to go. I'm in the Misunderstanding for what? No one told you to do anything. You just
Yeah, I
went over
know.
yourself.
And now I told him to go through that.
He better be going there.
No, he's gonna sit up there and cry like a little baby because he doesn't want to go anywhere else.
Call Massey. Tell him.
No, I'm not gonna play this little back and forth game because I know that's what Trey wants. And then he's just gonna say, "Oh shit, Massey got more to worry about."
That's true. If Panther form not going to go on.
What?
Panther form supposed to go on 8 minutes.
Did it not go on?
I don't think so. I didn't hear it. I might have been
I
talking.
imagine it'll. Yeah, I think it went on. I hope it did. Because he was jonesing for that to go on.
Seemed like he was in.
Do you have a headset?
He played like a warrior.
Do you have a mic?
It's as though he played
No, I
his
don't.
whole life. I mean, he just looked like a natural.
I hate Trey. That's
On the way coming up to the
ridiculous.
press box, I talked to his dad.
Intentionally
He said
sabotaging.
his phone
Ooh,
rang
misunderstanding. No one told you to do
All
that.
his coaches were just calling him like crazy, which makes a dad feel good. And they were calling him before that. But yeah, even now, I think it's made him a little more valuable because he's shown a little bit of versatility. But Patrick,
Who's he trying to make laugh up there? I don't understand. You just sit there one
I don't. Yeah,
moment.
because that kid up there is getting pissed off.
He's sitting up there one moment, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I should go up." Hey, Max told you shut up, Brandon. What are you doing?
You think that'll be permanent? And he said, I sure hope
Oh
so."
shit.
He said, I
Okay,
think we
guys.
found this-
Let's speak.
Yeah, and I did too.
I can hear it on this.
He liked the position is what I'm saying. He loved it. He loved
stop
being-
it.
That's what all the action is. Just to
Live.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's matchup. Cabot Panthers versus Conway Wampus Cats. I'm Jay Dixon.
And I'm Brandon Ramirez.
Well, Brennan, should be a very interesting matchup tonight as we have two different teams. Cabot undefeated, Conway winless. What do you think the outcome is for tonight's game?
Well, some might think, oh, an undefeated team and a winless team. Well, that's just an obvious win for the undefeated team, but hold on there a second, my friend. Let's think about this. Let's look at Conway's schedule for this year. You know, 0-5, but let's look at the games. 37-30 against Springdale, close game, one possession. Next week at Jonesboro, 41-38, 3-point game. Bentonville, 16-7. That's two possessions. I'll give them that. Southside, 23-20, one possession. Last week they got just beat down by North Little Rock, 38-7. So you could say, hey, they're in 3 of those games, Jaden.
Conway, the record might show them as a weak team, but across the board, they're a pretty good team. Running attack is good. They've been able to air it out throughout the season. Last week at North Little Rock, they only had 7 points, but the receivers were getting open down the field. Just the quarterback could hit some throws. Cabot's defense is going to have to watch out for that as Conway, they will throw the ball and they will test the Cabot DBs.
Yeah, speaking of throwing the ball, let's look at the Panthers. Last week, Gerard Barnes went 6 for 8 for 237 yards passing. That's something you see very often from this Cabot offense that's run heavy. John Riley Weens, he had over 130 yards receiving last week. That's another rare feat you see from a Cabot player. Do you think Cabot will go back to the passing game this week, Jaden?
If Conway's defense can shut down the run, just like the Mavericks did last week, they were able to shut down the run. They didn't let Gerard get to the outside, so they forced Gerard to
10
run.
rushes for negative 10 yards.
Forced Gerard to run in between the tackles. And so last week, his running game wasn't there for him, so he had to open the game up with his arm. So if Conway comes into tonight's matchup trying to do the same thing that Southside did last week, Gerard will have to open the game up with his arm. And in that case, Gerard could build off of a successful outing last week. Like you said, 6 for 8, 237 yards.
Yeah, Barnes, he did have 2 touchdowns, I believe, last week on the ground. So You always got the run game to look to. Burton, he had a nice game. He had a 54-yard touchdown on one of the plays. Hooper, just great. Gets an interception almost every game, I'd say. Dude's just a ball hawk. He looks like Ed Reed out there almost.
Ed Reed, good comparison. Guy always run the ball, and that's what Evan Hooper is. An interception in every game. He just has a knack for the ball. He sees the ball in the air, tracks it down, picks it off.
Yeah, I saw him in pregame. He was getting interceptions one-handed out here.
Yeah, you know, he's just a very calm, relaxed player. He doesn't let the game get to him. He stays calm. That's just what allows him to play so loosely. He's not worried. He reads the offense, reads the quarterback's eyes, which leads to all his interceptions.
Let's talk about lineup changes here. Last week at Fort Smith Southside, we saw Easton Seidel switch down to the defensive line. Do you think he'll stay there tonight, Jaden? And what impact does he bring to the table at the defensive line?
I think he will stay there tonight, as last week was a great outing for him. He had 14 tackles, one sack, a couple tackles for a loss. So if you get 14 tackles and one sack on the D-line, I hope he stays there. So I think Coach Mike Malham will make that choice. He'll keep Easton on the defensive line, defensive end. I think he'll impact the game once again like he did last year. Last week.
Yes, this defensive line for Cabot. How about them there? I'd say this is the most loaded defensive line in the state. Chris Jones, Deontay Roberts, and now you throw in Easton Seidel.
Yeah, you got to remember at the beginning of the year, the preseason All-Arkansas team, I guess you could say, you had Chris Jones on there and Easton Seidel. And then Deontay Roberts, you might get that honor next year. But yes, I would definitely say they have a loaded defensive line. Chris Jones, Deontay Roberts, Easton Seidel, Spencer Nichols, who's been playing like a wild animal this season. He's just all over the place, stop and run, get to the quarterback. Eric Larson.
Sacks against Catholic a couple weeks ago.
Eric Larson, he's contributed this year. So they have good starters and have good depth on that Cabot defensive line.
I know I'm throwing a lot of questions at you here, Jaden, but that defensive line, you got to think they're going to stop the run tonight. What are the defensive backs going to have to do, as Conway will probably look to the air tonight?
Defensive backs, they're just going to have to stay consistent. They might get beat, but they just gotta let that go by, I guess you could say. If they give up a big play, they can't dwell on it too much. They just got to forget about it and go on to the next play. They haven't really been tested too much this year. Early on in the season, the first game against Pine Bluff, they were tested through the air. Simeon Blair was doing a good job distributing the ball amongst the receivers for Pine Bluff. So that game, they were tested, and then against Catholic, they were tested through the air. But this tonight will be the true test, because Conway loves to throw the football. So let's see if the Cabot defensive backs can get some stops tonight.
Yeah, last week, defensive backs may have got a break a little bit, as Sportsman Southside just seemed to be dropping the ball every single play almost. Ray Schmidley, the quarterback from Sportsman Southside, he was throwing decent passes, but they just couldn't seem to catch the ball. That'll be a different case tonight when it comes to Conway.
Yeah, Conway. Record doesn't show it, but they do have a good offense. Their quarterback, he will throw the ball up and down the field, and the receivers will go after it. So Cabot's defensive backs are going to definitely have to account for that. But I think with the leadership of Evan Hooper, they'll be ready for it. They'll be ready for the challenge.
Yeah, Hooper, he's a senior. He just came back on the team this year. He's made a huge impact. You know who else made a huge impact? The kid I'm calling the X Factor, John Riley Weens. He seems to just be doing it all for this team this year. Last week, like I said earlier, over 130 yards receiving. He actually ran in a touchdown and was called back, but he showed his versatility. He can run it in. He can pass. He can block. He can do everything for this Cabot team. Heck, versus El Dorado, he returned an onside kick. He's done everything this year for Cabot. And he's looking like a key player down the stretch here as the second half of the season starts tonight here at Panther Stadium.
I'll throw you out an X factor that you might not be prepared for.
Let's hear it.
Sophomore T.J. Rogers.
Oh, I love me some TJ.
Me and you both called the J fair game where he returned that punt return and he ran one into the end zone. But I'm telling you what, hasn't been getting a lot of playing time, but when he does, he wants playing time. So he'll fight for every yard, he'll fight for every possession he can get. So if T.J. Rogers can get into the game, watch for him to make a big play.
Reminds me a lot of Darren Sproles. You know, he's a small guy, punt returner. Hey, he can catch pass out of the backfield. That's what he does. He's a small guy. He sneaks around.
That's exactly right. It's funny how both of them wear number 43.
That's true. That's true. Darren Sproles on the Eagles. The Eagles are all right this year, aren't they, Jaden?
Yes, they are. 3-0 coming off a bye week. Tough matchup against Lions. They always play well against the Philadelphia Eagles. That man Carson Wentz, though, what a beast. No interceptions through the first 3 games. They just torched the Steelers defense. I'm telling you, that kid is good.
Speaking of no interceptions, if I'm not mistaken, Gerard Barnes has not thrown a pick this year. He threw one against Pine Bluff, but it was called back.
Yeah, it was one of the very last plays of the game. He threw a pick, but a defensive pass interference call was called on the play, which led to that game-winning touchdown. But here it is, Cabot Panthers coming out of the tunnel, baby. I love the Cabot Panthers intro. Just the way they come out, the smoke, come out of the helmet. You got the banner they rip through.
Bring the wood.
Mm-hmm. If I was Conway, I'd be scared out of my mind.
Yeah, last year at Conway, this Adam Flores, junior running back, 149 yards rushing, Jade. What do you think of that?
I think that Conway definitely did not forget about him. They will account for him tonight. They'll make sure he is contained throughout the fourth quarters.
Here come the Panthers. Easton Seidel looks pumped.
Yeah, Easton definitely going to be looking to build off of that good performance last week, beastly performance. Cabot decked out in red. Fans might see pink out tonight, but Cabot's decked out in red, and they will kick off first. Conway, you got the white jerseys with the white pants, but a hint of royal blue throughout the uniform.
A couple seconds away from kickoff here. Cabot, they've struggled with kickoff this year. Haven't let one get returned on them, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about field position. Seem to only be getting the ball towards the 15 once they kick it. Just can't seem to get the ball in the end zone or inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Conway definitely 0-5. They're looking to make a stand tonight, and that starts first with this first kickoff here. They need to get good field position, and so they can make it much easier on themselves to go down the field and score a touchdown. They're looking to make a statement tonight. They're looking to knock off the undefeated Cabot Panthers.
Yeah, this kind of makes you think both these teams got a lot to play for tonight. Cabot wants to stay undefeated, and Conway is desperately trying to get that first win. But here is opening kickoff. Ben McCullough will kick off shortly.
Whistle's blown. McCullough's ready. Ball's off. We have football here at Cabot Panther Arena. This was a very impressive kick here. It will be a touchback, and the Conway Wampus Cats will start at the 20-yard line.
I'm in shock right now, Jaden. That might... Wow, that is a touchback for Cabot. I have not seen that all season.
There's Conway coming out. Cabot's defense looking to make a stop early. Conway hands the ball off, looking to get it outside. They get it outside. and that'll only be a 5-yard run.
That right cornerback over there, Swackhammer. I was talking to you before the game. You said this kid has big time potential.
I like Swackhammer. He was a starting quarterback early on in the season, and then he broke his collarbone. But here he is back again. Looks to be fully healthy tonight. And I love Swackhammer's game. He's an aggressive cornerback.
He'll look to make a big impact tonight against this Conway.
Another handoff up the middle. Cabot's defensive line prepared for that. Little gain.
Michael George with the carry.
Yeah, Conway's quarterback, Andrew Herrera. He's a big guy, 6'2", 200 pounds. He poses a big threat in there. See over his offensive line, so he can deliver the ball. Pistol set here. And off trying to bounce to the outside. It's going to be a short gain on that one also.
May not have got the first down. Yeah, they're going to mark him short on this. That'll bring up 4th and inches. Conway will bring out their punt team.
That's a smart decision on Conway there. They don't want to go for it, not get it, and give Cabot Panthers good field position. Here's Evan Hooper back to return this punt for the Panthers.
That's not what you want if you're Conway. First possession, you go 3 and out. Only take a minute and a half off the clock.
Snap. Punt up. Hooper. Short kick. Hooper muffs it and immediately gets drilled. Good special teams coverage there for Conway as the Cabot Panthers will start around the 40-yard line. 39-yard line to be exact.
I haven't seen that all year from Hooper. He usually has some of the best hands out there. He muffed that punt. Coach Bostonelli talking to him on the sideline.
Here's the Cabot Panthers now coming out for their first offensive possession tonight.
Starting on the 39-yard line.
Gerard Barnes under center. Pitches it. That's Adam Flores. Adam Morris.
He put his head down and he gained a good chunk of yardage.
That looks to be a 6-7-yard gain there by Austin Morris.
Looks like we are experiencing technical difficulties, guys. We will restart the stream in a second. And off straight ahead to Braxton Burton. He might gain some yardage this time.
It's the first run out of his 4 gaining positive yardage. He took a shot at the end of the play, though. Conway's defense here to play as they're not giving up any big runs here for early on for the Panthers.
This is the 8th play of the drive for Cabot.
Score is still 0-0 here.
Handoff inside. That might be a 4-yard gain.
Cabot, 25-yard line, looking to punch it in the end zone. Gerard takes the snap, keeps it himself, tries to get out to the outside. 20, 15, 10, running into the end zone. He's knocked out on the 5-yard line.
Nice run there from the quarterback Barnes.
Showed great elusiveness as he was able to juke out a defender and get out to the outside, get to the 5-yard line.
19-yard gain in the play, 1st and 6, 1st and goal. This will be the 11th play of the drive here.
Checking in, sophomore Bradley Morales, as he's earned his playing time.
11th play of the drive. Receiver out right.
Here's Gerard on the snap. Takes it, hands it up the middle to Morales, and he will go for a gain of 1.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Second down and goal. Wayne's in motion. Here's Gerard. Bounce out to the outside.
5-yard line. Jumps to the end zone.
Waiting for the call. Ref will say Gerard Barnes stepped out at the 1 yard line.
I think he got to the pylon there, Jaden, but they're going to mark him short as there's no challenge in high school.
Gerard tried to take it to the outside. He got there. He jumped a bit too late as his right foot was out of bounds.
He hit the pylon, yeah. He jumped from inside, hit the pylon. That should be a touchdown, Jaden.
Should be a touchdown, but the refs say they saw Gerard's foot out of bounds. But here the Panthers are
They're
at the
1
1 yard line.
Gerard, quarterback sneak up middle.
Did he get a touchdown? Touchdown, Cabot Panthers.
Quarterback sneak, Gerard Barnes,
ladies and gentlemen.
That puts Cabot on the board early. Cabot missed a PAT last week to look to make this one. 4:48 remaining in the opening quarter of play.
Gerard Barnes doing a good job on that play to get down and low in between his tackles. Punch it into the end zone. Here's Mason Martin out for the kick. Snap, kick is away. And that barely gets in there as the Cabot Panthers will go up 7-0 on the Conway Wampus Cats.
That was a 13-play drive there from Cabot, resulting in a touchdown from Gerard Barnes at the 1 yard line. Very long drive after 3 and out. A punt from Conway. Cabot just ran right down the throat of this Conway defense. The whole play not passing one time. And they got a touchdown from their star quarterback, Barnes.
That play was set up by Gerard. 3 runs there. He took one early, bounced it out to the outside, got to the 5, then took one, stepped out at the 1, and that one stuck it right on in.
Yeah, it was a 61-yard drive there from Cabot as Evan Hooper muffed the punt, but did regain it. Started from 39 and ran it all the way down the field. That's a great drive from Cabot.
Very impressive first drive. As they went for it on 4th down, they picked it up, and after that, went into the end zone.
And here comes Cabot again. Got a touchback on the last kickoff. First of the year for Cabot for the touchback, as McCullough will kick off again.
Kick is away. It's another deep kick here. Fielded at around the 1 yard line. Conway bounced it out to the outside. Trying to get something down the sideline, but he'll be tackled at the 20 yard line.
Marquise Pleasant there. He'll look to get the ball here on this drive. Conway's one of the Conway's best players. He plays basketball for Conway also, much like Gerard plays basketball for Cabot.
Here's Herrera on the handoff up the middle.
Short gain.
Conway yet to go through the air as they're looking to set up a play action pass maybe.
Yeah, we have not seen a pass in this game yet.
That Cabot defensive line with the addition of Easton Seidel, they're not looking to give up a lot of yardage tonight through the ground. Here's a throw here from Herrera. Low pass, and that pass will be incomplete, intended for number 7, Marquise Pleasant.
This stadium is rocking as it's 3rd and 8 from the Conway 23-yard line.
Herrera in pistol formation. Here's the snap, drops back, looking down the field, up the middle, intended for Marquise Pleasant, and Dylan Smith is there to, that was Kylon Gary intended there, but Dylan Smith was there to break up the pass. 4th down now for the Wampus Cats.
Another 3 and out for Conway, as Evan Hooper on that play actually was right behind the receiver. He tipped it in the air. Actually had a chance to get another interception. That's what he does.
Great job there by Dylan Smith to be there to break up the pass. So that would have been a big gain. Here's a very short punt here. It will have a major backspin all the way to the 30-yard line, and the Cabot Panthers will have great field position going into their second drive of the night.
8-yard punt.
Yeah, already 10 yards from being in the red zone. So the Cabot Panthers will look to capitalize on this great field position.
U.S. Olympian and Cabot High School alumni is going to be joining us at halftime. Our thanks to Liz Massey, the communications director for Cabot, for landing that for us.
I got dibs on autographs.
You haven't lost your touch.
I'm first on autographs.
Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to take a picture and everything. You bet. We'll get everybody to take a picture with Lexi. We felt very fortunate to have her. She'll be here at halftime.
I'm going to take a selfie with her. So she took a selfie with Usain Bolt and Patrick Sinclair the same year. How many people can say that?
Here comes Cabot.
Hands off to Austin Morris, takes it up the sideline, spin move, and he'll be tackled out at the 30-yard line, gain of 0.
Pick up about 3 yards on the play, and that is going to be second down and 7. So there's that counter play again.
Excuse me, it'll be a gain of 3 as they start on the 27-yard line.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like a kid in the candy store. Oh, man. Isn't that awesome? Too many opportunities for this. She must have gotten away from practice early. Got down here. We're so thankful that she's here.
Here's Gerard in the center. He takes the snap, looking to pass, throws it deep, in the end zone, touchdown!
Cabot's running away with this lead fast. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. They're already up 13-0 with a PAT pending.
Colin Timms getting behind the secondary as he was wide open. Gerard put it right on the money. Touchdown, Cabot.
Mike Malham, sell that run, give that play action, and boy, the receiver's just wide open. That's just a great
I'll tell you what, that was a good play call by Malham. Defense was not expecting that. Gerard just put it right on the money for 6. Here's Martin on the PAT. That's a better kick from the first one. Cabot Panthers go up 14-0.
2-play drive from 30 yards. Touchdown Panthers.
Another impressive drive for the Cabot Panthers. They had great field position. Great field position on this one.
It sure was. They got an 8-yard punt.
Took them 2 plays, and they put it in the end zone. Wampus Cats, it looks like they might be on the way to another blowout. As last week they faced the undefeated North Little Rock Wildcats. They blew them out of the park. This week playing the Cabot Panthers, and the Panthers look like they're putting a whooping on the Wampus Cats. Let's see if they can change that on their 3rd drive of the night as we await the kick.
Man, that's a tough schedule to be faced with right there. You played North Little Rock and Cabot back-to-back, 2 undefeated teams. That's tough to deal with.
I'll call him on the kick here. This one's a swib, but it goes fielded 15-yard line. There's the Wampus Cats bouncing out to the outside. Down the sideline he goes, and he'll be knocked out around the 42-yard line.
Good return there from Conway, as this will be their best field position of the night. Plays played and all, as they've gone 3 and out in their first 2 drives, as they have got nothing going. Last drive they had a 2-yard rush and 2 incomplete passes. They just couldn't get anything going last drive. Their first drive, 5-yard rush, 4-yard rush, and a no yards gain. They had to punt. Just total of 11 rushing yards and no completions yet.
There's a run here to the outside. Gets into the secondary.
That's their biggest gain of the night.
Brought down around the 50. 9-yard run, 2nd and 1.
Dylan Smith, a little slow to get up. He'll be all right.
Yeah, it looks like to be a lower leg injury, the ankle. He'll stay in there though for this play. Trying to walk it off before Conway gets the play off.
Dylan Smith will. He's limping around, but they'll keep him on the field. Conway might look to throw to his direction on this play. He's limping around.
Another pistol set here, but they're going to hand it off, trying to get it to the outside. They do. Spin move. That will go for a gain of maybe 1 yard line.
May have
1
got
yard.
the first down.
And the rest will give it to him. That's a first down run for the Wampus Cats. They've picked up their first down of the night.
Hey, Joe's got to go. Joe is at X.
Sorry about the noise, too. Folks, we right beside the visiting coaches.
Shotgun formation here for the Wampus Cats. Herrera takes the snap, drops back, a wheel route for the running back, and that's a bit overthrown. I'll tell you what, he was able to put that on the money. He had a lot of green to run.
Yeah, he had the quarterback. He had all of the defense running with him as he rolled out right, but he just threw back left on the wheel route and just a little overthrown there.
Been a big gain for the Wampus Cats, and that's why they're undefeated. They haven't been able to capitalize on many big plays this year.
That's why they're winless.
Excuse me, but here's Herrera now, rolling to the right again. There's a deep pass caught around the 40-yard line. That's caught by Kylon Gary there.
Nice gain. That's a 16-yard gain on the play.
The Wampus Cats look to be moving down the field now. They've picked up 2 first downs. Here we go, another pistol formation here for the Wampus Cats.
Conway's looking to score that 34.
Here we go, handoff to the left. That'll be a 5-yard gain for the Wampus Cats.
Conway seems to have figured it out now as they are driving on this Cabot defense right now. That's a 4-yard rush on that play.
McCall Dale, the running back there, picking up the first down. Another pistol formation for the Wampus Cats they've been operating out of so far. Here's Herrera, quick throw to the outside, and that pass will be incomplete.
He just dropped it.
Intended for number 7, Marquise Pleasant.
Pleasant's their best player, I would say. Multi-sport athlete, as I said earlier. He can just do it all for this team.
Justin Neighbors checking in for Dylan Smith as he's headed to the medical staff.
Yeah, Smith dropped to the floor immediately. He's getting checked out.
Herrera drops back, another outside route. That one will be incomplete, intended for Marquise Pleasant once again.
That will bring up 4th down.
Herrera and Pleasant not on the same page to start off this game. Panthers, they're going to have to watch out for the combination because if they can ever click, it's a dangerous one.
Dylan Smith is checking back into the ball game. Justin Neighbors will come out. Smith not limping anymore. Not too sure what's wrong with him.
There's a 4th down and 6. Wampus Cats going for it. Man in motion. Herrera hands it off to him. Jet sweep. He picks up the first down and more as he breaks into the secondary. Brought down around the 12-yard line.
18-yard gain.
Risky play call there for the Wampus Cats. They pulled a jet sweep. He picked up the first down and much more. They're at the 12-yard line in scoring distance.
Long drive here, 9 plays.
Knocking on the door. Trying to put some points on the board. Trying to get back into this game. Down 14-0.
2 receivers out right.
Here's Herrera. Hands it off. Dale trying to bounce it out. Goes up in the tackles.
Not going to get much here.
He'll be brought down around the 9-8-yard line. Not much of a gain there.
First down and 10. The handoff's going to go to George on the right side. He'll get inside 10 to the 8-yard line for a 4-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. If they can get the ball to the 2-yard line, they'll be able to pick up a first down. And that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. So we played.
That's going to wrap up the first quarter here at Panther Stadium. Your Cabot Panthers lead 14-0.
Next time, I'm going to go in the locker room and pull all their jerseys down.
That's number 1. No, that's number 7.
Small, no, it's number 4. I hate those small numbers.
He's an idiot, bro. you want to mute yourself or turn these down?
KJ Hill is hurt. He played a lot for Ohio State. He got hurt, but he was having a great year.
Yeah, I don't play but 4 games.
This the last 5? Hey, Coach Ashcraft. Coach Ashcraft.
Wampus Cats knocking on the door here, trying to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're 9 yards away from scoring.
Very impressive drive for them. They'll start the second quarter on the 9-yard line.
First and goal still an option here.
There's a run up the middle. He's looking to get into the end zone. He's drugged down.
Yeah, and there it is. That will bring up first and goal. Herrera, the quarterback of Conway, he's played well this drive. And that'll bring up first and 1. 1 yard line, goal to goal. Goal to go, excuse me.
There's Conway looking to punch it up the middle. Shotgun formation. There they is, a Wildcat formation as they try to dive into the end zone, and the refs will call a touchdown. Wampus Cats, Wildcat play, punched it in, touchdown.
An 11-play drive results in a touchdown for Conway.
That'll be number 28, McCall Dale on the run. So that's his first touchdown of the night.
Direct snap to the running back there. He just ran it in, overpowered the defenders, and just trucked his way into the end zone.
PAT is up and in. Wampus Cats now down 7 as the score is 14 Cabot, 7 Conway.
What did you see in that drive that you liked from the Wampus Cats?
I like the play call there by head coach
Clint Ashcraft.
Clint Ashcraft is right. That 4th and 6 jet sweep was a risky play call, but it paid off as they picked up the first down and got into the 10-yard line, and they punched it in 2 plays later.
Yeah, that was a very nice, well put together drive from Conway. We saw 7 rush plays and 4 passes. 3 of those pass plays were incomplete, so they might look to keep with the run game.
And I'll tell you what, that drive, Herrera and Pleasant weren't on the same page for Conway, but if they can ever link up for a play here or there, that's going to be a deadly one, and Cabot defense is going to have to account for that, as both of those guys are dangerous combination.
Yeah, Herrera, he is now 1 of 6 passing for 16 yards.
This is a deep kick here. Gerard looking to field it.
That'll be a touchback in high school, as if it goes in the end zone, it'll be called a touchback. Gerard not happy with that, but
was ready to take that out.
They will set up shop at the 20-yard line.
Well, but it was high up around his shoulders, and he was trying to, keep it inside before it got over the line. And that's all I do. He just needs to let it go in. Don't risk a fumble.
Very good offensively here tonight. A couple of big drives.
Here comes Cabot yet again. They have 2 drives in this game.
Pitch play.
Both drives so far resulting in touchdowns.
Morris, no gain on that run as he was knocked down around the 20-yard line.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Now in the second quarter, going from left to right. Ball is on the left hash from the 19.
3 receivers out, 2 to the right. Here's Gerard, quarterback keeper, try to get to the outside. He gets a block, and he'll be taken out around the 30-yard line. That'd be a Cabot Panther first down, as the Panthers gave the Wampus Cats a different look there. They split 3 receivers out. Wampus Cats were looking for a pass play, but Gerard kept it and got to the outside for a first down run.
Yeah, that's what Cabot's been doing recently. Over the years, they've gotten more and more into this passing game. You saw 3 receivers out that time, so they'll go to it again here.
Yeah, you got Flores is out, along with
Seth Carter.
Timms and Seth Carter. This is a high snap. Gerard picks it up, though. He's running the opposite direction. Tries to throw it away. Does the right move by getting rid of the ball before. There was a big loss there. Wasn't able to handle the snap. But I like the heads-up play from Gerard. Instead of taking a loss there, he threw it away. Incomplete pass, and they'll move on to 2nd and 10.
Yeah, if that was a younger Gerard Barnes, he might have kept that and tried to run for his life there. But senior Gerard Barnes, he has the presence of mind to throw the ball away there. That's what you like to see from your quarterback.
Here's the Panthers going out with 3 receivers once more as Gerard's dropping back to throw. Throws it to the outside, and he cannot hook up with John Weens there. Incomplete pass, 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. Ball was a bit underthrown. Weens behind him a bit.
Yeah, just a miscommunication there. I think he should have hit Weens a little sooner. Weens was looking for the ball. He was wide open in the flat, but Gerard just mistimed his thinking on that pass there.
3rd and 10, look for the Panthers to throw it again. Instead, Gerard keeps it, trying to get to the outside, which he does, but he'll go for a gain of about 2 or 3, and the Panthers be held to 4th down here.
No, that's a punt.
Yeah, Coach Malham will send out the punting unit. Good defensive stand there for the Wampus Cats.
Yeah, Conway's picking it up on both sides of the ball.
If the Wampus Cats can score here when they get the ball back, this will change the momentum of the game. And Conway could be in a good position to win this game.
Yeah, Cabot might have just been a little too predictable on that drive. You know, the first play they had a negative 1-yard rush from Morse, and then the last 4 plays, Barnes pass, Barnes pass, Barnes pass, and a Barnes run.
There's a deep punt, and that'll be a fair catch there by the Wampus Cats as they will start their drive at the 37-yard line.
Here come the Wampus Cats with a chance to tie up this game. Down 14-0 just a couple minutes ago, and now they're looking to tie this game up as they look like a new team after that last drive.
Here's Herrera. Pistol formation. He's going to hand it off. Running back breaks a tackle, hits the 2nd level, and he'll be brought down around the 44-yard line or so. Decent run.
That was a nice second effort there from Conway.
Yeah, he was not going down as he broke the first tackle and hit another speed and got into the 2nd level. Brought down around the 44-yard line. At 2nd and 3.
You see Conway on that sideline holding up those signs like many NFL teams do.
Yeah, Chip Kelly's offense mainly. That's his shotgun formation for Wampus Cats. Man in motion. It's a wheel route, and that was a dangerous throw there by Herrera. That was, and some tight coverage there, incomplete pass.
Yeah, yet another incomplete pass for Conway. Herrera's really struggling tonight. Herrera is now 1 of 7 for 16 yards.
Here's Pleasant. Handoff right side. George to the 45-yard line. And there is no gain on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 3. I'm going to go find out.
All right, it is 4th and 3. Conway's lined up the punt. The ball is 45 there. 45.
Wampus Cats, short drive there. They'll be forced to punt. As they look to go to a fake punt, They moved in motion. The Panthers jumped off sides, maybe. The Wampus Cats shifted into an audible. They called an audible, looking to go for a fake punt, and the Panthers panicked and jumped off sides. That'd give the Wampus Cats a first down here.
You got to think, maybe that was planned by Cabot. Conway, to try to get Cabot to jump off sides. They weren't expecting that. So, first down, Conway.
I wasn't expecting it either, and Panthers weren't either. That was just a good play call there by the Wampus Cats as they're back on the field looking to score.
Conway going from right to left, and the handoff is going to go left side. This is a big, strong run.
Someone's helmet went flying.
Big, strong run there. Out to the 45-yard line, the Wampus Cats. It'll be a 2nd and 5.
Michael George and the other running back for Conway. They're just a nice tandem back there.
McCall Dale, they're both carrying a big load here tonight.
Look like Jay Ajayi and Arian Foster out there. Throws out right. Catches it. He'll get the first down.
I'd like to mention that Herrera started out as quarterback, but in right now is Parker Teague. So the Wampus Cats made a quarterback change. We're just now catching that. Sorry. But yes, Parker Teague running the show for the Wampus Cats as of now.
Did they really make a quarterback? I did not realize that. Excuse me.
Hard to tell from the press box view as it's a big run to the outside. But that was a strong tackle there by Austin Swackhammer. The collarbone shown no effect there as he brought the runner down.
Jaden loves him some Austin Swackhammer.
I've had the honor to talk to Swackhammer. He's an Ohio State fan, and he's playing like it tonight. Playing like an Ohio State cornerback. Eli Apple, Bradley Roby. Strong corners who can tackle. I like it. Here's Teague now. Hand off. There's another run. Second into the second level. They'll pick up the first down. Not going down. Fighting for some more yards.
Another nice second effort play from Conway. 13 yards gained. Conway is finding their way back in this game. They were down 14-0, and now they are at the Cabot 18-yard line, and are looking to score, tie this game up.
Here's Teague, quarterback, and off, left side. Trying to get to that second level here. He's fighting for some yards. He'll be dragged out on the 15-yard line. Call Dale. Cody Neighbors, strong tackle there. Not letting the runner break it.
Nice tackle by Neighbors there. I saw him pregame. He was getting pumped off of the music being played here. He was getting really into the game. He looked really focused tonight.
Parker Teague running the show after the quarterback change. Here he is, pistol formation. 2 receivers out to the right. Running back moves in motion, shotgun now. Here he is, rolling right, looking to the end zone, and that will be overthrown, incomplete. Kylon Gary, intended receiver, just overthrowing Wampus Cats.
And you got to be frustrated if you're Cabot. You know, you have a fourth down, sure to be punt, but Conway makes you jump off sides, and now you give up this long drive that should have been a 4th down punt. But nonetheless, they might get another stop here as it's 39 from the Cabot 18.
Here's Teague and shotgun here. 2 receivers split out. He's going to roll right. Going to the out route, and that ball, that looked like it was incomplete.
Even if he did catch it, he'd be about 2 or 3 yards short. They're going to give it to him, but he is short. That'll bring up 4th and 2.
And the Wampus Cats, their offense is not coming off the field. They're staying on there. They're looking to go for it on 4th down.
As 4th and a long 2.
They know if they can score here, it'll change the whole momentum of the game.
Didn't feel good about making the throw, and by the time he threw it, he'd already come back short of the first down.
4th and 2. Here comes Conway. 2 receivers out left.
Pistol I formation. Under center, Conway is. Trying to draw Cabot off sides. Didn't work. They're called timeout, and they look to send the field goal unit out.
Yeah, Cabot was disciplined after the jumping off sides on the fake punt. Cabot surely got disciplined by Coach Malham and knew to watch the ball on that play. They were not going to jump off sides again. And now you think maybe they send the field goal unit out?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to mention that Giovanni Johnson is the quarterback in for Conway now, as they've rotated through three quarterbacks. They started off with Herrera, then they moved to Teague, and now is Giovanni Johnson here. So I'd like to just mention that, as we've been saying it was Teague this whole drive. But it is Giovanni Johnson playing quarterback for the Conway Wampus Cats. Excuse me. Here's Johnson, the Wampus Cats, in striking distance here at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they'll still go for it, 4th and 2.
Hand off to the left side. Breaks the tackle. Breaks two more.
He got the first.
George will be brought down at the 5-yard line, and the Wampus Cats 5 yards away from tying this game up.
How about Conway there, roaring back in this game. Down 14-0, not much hope, looking like a repeat of last week, and they have just roared back, almost about to tie up this game.
Yeah, both times going for it on 4th down, picking it up. They might score on this drive here. They hand it off. Flag will be on the play. It looked like a false start on the Wampus Cats, and that's the call. False start. 5 yards backed up. Will now be the Cats.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the first penalty we've seen tonight.
Besides from that offsides on Cabot,
yes.
which on that punt return, which set up this drive, that's the second one on the night.
Yeah, so that's now 2 penalties. One was a huge mistake from Cabot. This one might not be too bad for Conway's. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 10. First and goal from the 10, excuse me.
Now here's Johnson, pistol formation. Takes it, play action, got some man in the flat, wide open, trying to fight for the end zone, staying on his feet.
They give it to him, touchdown Wampus Cats.
And the Wampus Cats are a PAT away from tying the game up. That was a great play call, play action. Roll right, Johnson throws it in the flat to his receiver, fights it for the touchdown. Wampus Cats making this a game.
Yeah, I think me and you both would agree that Cabot looked like they were running away with this game early as they scored both their touchdowns early on in the first quarter, but Conway's looked great. Even on defense, the Cabot offense came out, ran 5 plays, and punted as the PAT goes through, ties up the game.
14-14 is the score. As this second quarter has been a different story now. Conway looking like the team now with all the momentum as they score on this drive, tying the game up. I like the play from Giovanni Johnson there, especially that last one. He took a shot at the end, but he still delivered the throw, punched it into the end zone.
They're running that off guard and off tackle. No way they should be doing that. No way.
He's just coming off the edge.
To go in the first half. Cabot led at 14.
5:03 left in the first half. Wampus Cats to kick now.
14 with 5:03 to go. And I tell you, there's no give up in this Conway team, Patrick. They've got a lot of fighting. Down 14-0. A lot of teams would have gotten down with themselves and let these Wampus Cats.
Conway's both their touchdowns coming in the second quarter here. It's like you said, completely different second quarter. It's been 7 minutes in, Conway scored 2 touchdowns.
Here are the Cats now on the kick. It's a deep one. Gerard back to field it. This will be another touchback as Gerard's foot was in the end zone. Cabot now will start at the 20-yard line, looking to gain this momentum back as it's been switched. Wampus Cats with all the momentum.
Yeah, to recap Cabot's last drive, we had 2 incomplete passes, 11-yard rush from Barnes, a negative 1 yard rush from Morris, 2 yard rush from Barnes. End result was a punt. It was not a good drive for Cabot last time.
It was not. The Wampus Cats defense has showed up to play as they showed last drive. It's going to be a handoff up the middle for the Panthers. Braxton Burton about 5 yards there. 2nd and 5 at the 25 now for the Panthers. As the Panthers look to run off as much clock as they can here in the second quarter going into halftime, they look to punch it in right before halftime to give them momentum as they will receive the second half kickoff. 4:37 left. Cabot looking to go the distance to punch it in the end zone here.
Yeah, and with a run-first offense with 4:30 left in the half, might be a little difficult. Might just have enough time to do it though.
There's Barnes on a pitch, and that will be a loss of 5 yards. 5 yards, as Adam Flores will be taken down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Cabot. Ever since that Catholic game, we've seen the pitch play get used a lot. Just hasn't seemed to work tonight so far.
Yeah, teams are studying the tape of the Panthers here, and they're noticing that's their go-to run play, that pitch, and they've been all over it tonight, not allowing many big runs by the Panthers. Wampus Cats defense, I'm very impressed the way they've played this second quarter.
Yeah, they're going to mark him as a 3-yard loss. 3rd and 9 from the 21. 2 receivers out left, 1 receiver out right. Barnes back to pass.
A little short pass here to Flores, catches it. It's going to be close to a first down. Looked about to be a 10-yard pass there from Barnes.
They're going to mark him short of the first down.
Nope. Refs changing their mind and giving the first down to the Panthers.
That's a favorable spot.
Yeah, nice pass there from Gerard. He put it right on the money to Flores. Got him the first down. They're moving now. They're in position to get this thing going here, trying to get all the way down to the red zone, punch it in here. Here's Gerard keeping himself up the middle.
He's going to get brought down immediately.
It's going to be around a 2-yard run there.
They're going to give him 1.
Panthers looking to get the wheels moving here, trying to get to the end zone right before the half ends. Here's Braxton Burton coming limping off the field here.
Yeah, he got hit on that rush pretty quick.
Conway's run defense has been pretty solid all night. Here's Gerard now looking to pass up the middle to John Weens, and that is going to be incomplete, as that is a great defensive play there by number 18 of the Wampus Cats there.
Yeah, there's the X Factor. Weens just couldn't corral that one in as Barnes threw into tight coverage. Nice coverage, though, from Conway.
Jackson Freeman on the coverage there for the Wampus Cats. He was able to get his hands in there and knock down the pass.
Yeah, it's taken 2 minutes. Cabot has gained 11 yards. 2:37 remaining in the first half. 39 Panthers.
Another shotgun formation here for Barnes. He drops back, and this is going to be a false start on the Panthers.
Looked like the receiver jumped early on that.
Yeah, these receivers not used to lining up and having to run a route. They got a little anxious there.
Is there any way we can meet Lexi Weeks?
I just can't talk right now.
Is there any way we can meet Lexi Weeks?
Here comes Panthers, 3rd and 14. Lost 5 yards on that false start. Barnes left side.
Here he is to the outside. He'll be tripped up. There's a flag on the play, though.
He won't get the first down.
He'll be dragged down at the 30. Well, we got another flag on the play, and that's going to be another false start against Cabot.
Yeah, another false start. The Wampus Cats looking to decline it, though. It'll be a third down.
But they cannot decline a false start.
That will be 4th down. The Panthers will punt the ball, giving the Wampus Cats one last shot to punch it in the end zone. We got 2:24 left in the game. The Wampus Cats have 2 timeouts left, giving them one last opportunity to punch it in the end zone. Here's the punt.
Nice hang time.
It's going to be fielded by the Wampus Cats, and they will start at the 39-yard line. Wampus Cats defense is giving their offense a lot of opportunities to score here as they're trying to gain the lead here for the first time tonight.
Conway with a chance here to take the lead. They roared back in the second quarter, like I said. Both their touchdowns coming in a matter of 7 minutes. And here they come again, starting at the 39.
Here's Johnson again. Here's the pass. And they got right behind the secondary there as the Wampus Cats are moving down the field quickly. This is a big play there. They're at the 45-yard line quickly.
And they're going to have to move down the field quickly as there's 2:03 left in the half. Clock is running.
Clock's running. The Wampus Cats have 2 timeouts, though, to stop the clock if they need to. Johnson doing a good job controlling the offense for the Wampus Cats. Here he is, shotgun, rolling right, looking down the field. Deep pass here. He's got a man, but that is almost picked off by Evan Hooper.
There's that ball hawk, Evan Hooper. Always around the football, it seems like.
Johnson overthrew his receiver there. Besides that, he's looked pretty solid from the quarterback position, controlling the offense and the Wampus Cats controlling the game.
Yeah, minute 46 remains in the first half.
Second down for the Wampus Cats. Clock stopped as of now.
It's like the penalty, 15-yard gain off of the penalty for Conway. They'll now be at the 30-yard line.
That's a costly mistake there from the Panthers, as without even running a play, the Wampus Cats at the 30-yard line quickly. Here's Johnson now, pistol, hands the ball off to George, trying to bounce to the outside. Cabot Panthers defense having none of that. That'll be a gain of no gain there. Excuse me.
Gained no yardage on the play. Got back to the line.
Cabot's defensive line.
Minute 25 and ticking.
2 timeouts remaining for Conway. Here's Johnson in the pistol. He's got 3 receivers split out. Here's the snap. He drops back, looking downfield. There it is. He's got a man, but that is well overthrown there.
Yeah, who was he throwing to there, Jade?
I don't know, but Johnson looked pretty shaky his past 2 throws. He's going to have to clean that up if he's trying to punch it in before halftime.
That does stop the clock, though, on 3rd and 10, minute and 7 remaining from the 30-yard line for the Wampus Cats.
I'll tell you what, if the Wampus Cats want to fool around and have the clock stop, not have the clock running, it only takes Rod around 30 seconds to score a touchdown. I'll tell you what.
That is true.
So they got to be careful here with the clock management. Don't want to be like the New York Giants from last year.
And 1 to the left. Johnson, long snap count.
Here's Johnson in the pistol. Here he is, tries to hand it off. Here it is, the running back up the middle. That'll be a short gain there.
They go for it there on 3rd down and long.
Third down and long is it now for the Wampus Cats. Got 50 seconds left on the clock before halftime.
4th and 6.
Wampus Cats looking to punch it in here quick, 40 seconds.
Before they call their second timeout. Patrick, and right now,
Wampus Cats might call their second timeout here to stop the clock.
scrimmage with 9 seconds on the play clock, 30 seconds on the game clock. Here's Johnson now.
Play clock's at 3.
6, and they may call the timeout now. They do with 1
They call a timeout with 1 second left on the play clock. 25 seconds remain. 4th and 6, Wampus Cats. Do you think they get in, Jaden?
It's going to be tough. 25 seconds left. They only have 1 more timeout. So they'll have 1 more chance to stop the clock, but they're going to have to move the ball through the air. And Johnson has not showed me anything that he can throw the ball and get it in the end zone. As his 2 throws on this drive have been well overthrown.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what Conway's kicking situation looks like this year, but you got to think maybe this is just inside field goal range if you have a decent kicker.
But these are the opportunities for Conway where they have to capitalize. They have to score on these situations. They got the ball back with around 2 minutes left. They needed to score. That might be the reason why they're winless so far this year. They've just not been capitalizing on their big plays. They've had it in multiple games. As 3 out of their 5 games, they've been 1 possession away from winning the football game.
Looks like Conway will come out and try a field goal after all.
So 45-yard field goal for the
Timeout,
Wampus
Cabot.
Cats. Cabot might send out a returner.
Hooper, I would assume, would be in the back. think about returning this. I'm not too sure, but I think kickoff rules do apply on field goals if it goes in the end zone as a touchback.
But I just want to go back to the point I was making before the Cabot Panthers timeout. These opportunities for the Wampus Cats, they need to score. They need to. The Johnson's going to have to play much better in the second half if they want to win the game. Opportunities like this where he has receivers open down the field, he's going to have to connect with them or they're not going to win the game. The Cabot defense is too good. Well, they'll fix these mistakes. And these receivers that are open in the first half, they won't be open in the fourth quarter. So Johnson and the Wampus Cats are definitely going to have to capitalize on these plays here, and they're going to have to start connecting with the receivers if they want to pull away in this game, as they look like they might only go up 3 here.
Yeah, Conway's tried different quarterbacks. You got to try to get some chemistry with your receivers. This would be a great momentum shifter towards halftime, as they could outscore Cabot 17-0 in the second quarter if they make this field goal.
Yeah, I tell you what, switching quarterbacks is not good. Just look at Auburn. They got 3 quarterbacks they're going through, and it's not working for them this year.
Oh, it sure isn't. Looks like Conway is shifting up their offensive line. Not too sure what the point of that was.
Trying to draw the Panthers off sides, but they're going to have to kick it. The kick is up and away, but it's going to be well short, and the Panthers will have 20 seconds to try to go down the field and get some sort of points. Well, that's a disappointing drive for the Wampus Cats. I've said it enough in the past 5 minutes, but you got to capitalize on those plays, and they are not.
Yeah, they got a 15-yard gift from Cabot off a penalty and just couldn't capitalize. The kicker just did not have the leg on that one.
They started at the 39-yard line, their own 39-yard line. They got to the Cabot's 30, and the drive stalled, and they weren't able to do anything with it. Here's the Panthers, 20 seconds.
They gave the Panthers touchbacks on the 20.
Here's Gerard up the middle. Is going to get by the defense. Second level here, trying to break some tackles. 34-yard line. Malham might look to call timeout here, which he does. 13 seconds left for the Cabot Panthers. That was a smart play by Gerard, knowing he had some timeouts.
13 seconds remain. That was a nice gain from Barnes.
And they're definitely going to have to throw the ball here if they want to get to the Wampus Cats field position, but if they're going to run, that clock's just going to run out.
As Cabot calls another timeout. They have 1 remaining with 13 seconds left. 65 yards left to score on this field. Going to be a tough task for this run-first Cabot offense. But you see John Riley Weens out there. They might look to go to him on this play, as he had 140 yards receiving last week.
Yeah, and the Wampus Cats got to be aware of that. Gerard, it only takes 1 broken tackle, and he's off to the house. So that was a good job there on the linebacker to pull Gerard down. But if Gerard breaks that tackle, he might have been gone. So the Wampus Cats going to look to correct that on these last couple of defensive plays. Here's Gerard's shotgun formation, drops back, looking to go deep. At the 50-yard line, he completes to Adam Flores. He breaks the tackle, and he goes out of bounds.
Nice job by the junior to get out of bounds. 7 seconds remain in the first half.
1 Hail Mary pass can do it. But the Wampus Cats are going to go out with quarter 3 deep here. Going to have three people deep in the end zone.
16-yard gain on that pass play.
It's Gerard. Last play of the half, probably. Gerard rolls right. Looking to go deep. Spins past the defender, and he will be brought down for a sack, and that will end the half. Cabot will go into the halftime tied with the Wampus Cats at 14 as Gerard Barnes was sacked. All tied at 14. Tune on into the second half.